30 cents. AMC announces first lien note offerings and conditional notice of redemption for existing ODN notes. Offering 17-year principal amount. Production. Oh, I am not seeing anything yet. Kelly, good morning. Carrie, good morning. Always look on the bright side. That's right. Just when we start getting discouraged and thinking nothing's going to happen, we get that big one that drops, gets everybody excited. Kathleen, good morning. Vincent, good morning. AIDX still coming down. That's good. Well, maybe it'll drop down to where it started at here this morning, around 15. Then we can maybe play it down there. IBRX from this morning. That one's pushing up. IBRX. Now that was the one that showed the 700% year over year increase. In their revenue growth. And we were down at about $8.35 at one point on that stock. And it's managed to climb up over $9. It's been very slow. It's not been going crazy, but it has been slowly climbing on that news. Good morning. Ezra, EZRA, another one that we had a press release on this morning. I was hoping that would get up over 30 cents, but it's really having a hard time here. It needs more volume for sure. I've got IBRX on the screen here on the left side and our Ezra here on the right. David, good morning. Right now we're watching Ezra, EZRA. They had a press release out this morning. It's gone up a little bit. 18 cents. It's up around 26 now. About 40% increase so far. IBRX, we're watching. Let's see here with 747. ATOM announces a $25 million registered direct offering of common stock at $5 a share. And it's at 568 right now. Let's take a look at NCI. Got a nice quick little pop right here on NCI, Neo Concept International. NCI. Getting a nice little pop. 3.5 million public float on that one. So pretty small float. Boom. 824. Not bad. I just popped from 748 to 824. Let me see if I can pin a message here. Looks like it's trying to go up some more. 850 on NCI. Boom. Now let's go back here and look at IBRX. That one popped up to 908 and then pulled back. That RAAQ from this morning. A global leader in quantum computing to become the first listed European quantum company through the merger with Real Asset Acquisition Corporation. See if IBRX is going to pop back up. Boom! There goes IBRX. Pop 914. Love it. Market is finally catching up to that press release. Will it pop any higher? IBRX. Has a large float. Scans has that float at 336 million. It has if that's correct, it's got a massive float, but it has a lot of shorts on it too. They're showing 135 million shares shorted on that stock. That's a 40% short float. It's pretty high. Definitely potential for some shorts covering on this one if it starts to go. Ezra back to 26, looking for that one to break 30. It's up 42%. IBRX, I don't know if it's going to be able to move or not. It's got an awfully big float on it. Let's see. Ezra. We've got about 7.5 minutes until we get the 8 o'clock press releases. So hopefully something in there pops up. Mary, good morning. Let's see, IBMDA. NCI just got destroyed. IBRX. IBRX looks like it's stuck. Ezra's getting pulled down. Well, I guess we're just going to have to wait and see what 8 o'clock throws at us. I haven't got any micro float news. You're going to have a glare on the camera for just a couple of minutes. If you're on Zoom, you're going to notice I'm getting my screen being a little bit fuzzy. Just the glare of the camera from the sunshine. But I'm happy to see the sunshine, that's for sure. As cold as it's been. 27 degrees this morning. So if it's hard to see me on the screen right now, it's just because of the glare coming, sun trying to pop through the window. Let's take a look at RXT. We were watching RXT earlier this morning as well. It's trying to curl up a little bit. No micro float news this morning so far, which is unusual. But don't get discouraged yet. There's still time. Doesn't sound like Mexico's a good place to go either, Chuck, from all the stuff going on in Mexico. People always say they love going to Mexico for vacations, and I always tell people you need to stay away from Mexico for vacations. It's too volatile. It's stuff can go down there in a split second. If you've been watching the news, you know what I'm talking about. Ariel, good morning. Unifuel Southwest Asia footprint with new regional office in Thailand. Gosh, come on, give us something. Give us something here at 8 o'clock. Something that gets all of us really excited. IBRX trying so hard to go back up again. Could be potential squeeze on this one. We can get it up there, get that price up. There's a lot of shares shorted on that apparently. There, it's trying to go again. It's trying. 3 more minutes. I can wait 3 minutes. Can you wait 3 minutes? Do we have enough patience to wait 3 minutes? BATL. IBRX trying to pop. Will it pop to 920? Looks like it wants to. We got the ask up here at 913. Pretty thin on level 2. There's not much on the ask side. All the way to 925. It looks like, just as a snapshot in time, it looks like all the way to about 950. It's pretty thin. There's not much there. So with just the right amount of volume at just the right time, this thing could pop to 950 pretty quick. You know, we just popped to 918. So that 920 is not that far away. And there it is, 922. Boom. Market is finally catching up with that news there. I think they're finally realizing that news is good. Ezra is just having some troubles here. All right, 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Is it Monday morning, 8 a.m. live? Yes. We went live at 7:45 so that we be ready for 8 o'clock press releases. Hopefully you are ready. I hope something pops up. We really didn't get anything at 7 or 7:30. We're not, it's been pretty slim on press releases. So let's hope 8 o'clock is different. All right, here we are, 8 o'clock. Let's see what's going to pop up here. MLCI announces a $10 million share repurchase program. VHub, 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 VHUB introduces self-diagnosing robotics to maximize uptime across smart stores. EHAB, EHAB, to be acquired by Kinderhook Industries. TOPS, TOPS, announces an agreement to acquire 9 ECO Mr. Product tankers with potential gross revenue backlog of $679 million. That's on TOPS, TOPS. FGL Microfloat. FGL receives NASDAQ notification regarding minimum publicly held shares deficiency. So that's sort of a negative press release, but it is up 21% this morning. Let's see what INVS models. IBRX trying to push. Tops up 25%. VHub is up 24%. Getty Images, GETY, Getty. Getty Images and Shutterstock receive unconditional antitrust clearance from the U.S. Department of Justice for a proposed merger. DARE, D-A-R-E, announces FDA clearance of an investigational new drug for phase 2 clinical study. A potential treatment for persistent high-risk HPV infection, the most common cause of cervical cancer. It's on D-A-R-E, DARE. COCH receives 3 new patents. FBIO, Avenue Therapeutics, enters into an exclusive worldwide license agreement for ATX-04 for the treatment of Pompe disease. FTCI, FTC Solar announces a supply agreement with Lubanzi Inala. Initial projects identified under this agreement total approximately 840 megawatts of power. That's on FTCI, Jalou. FTCI. IBRX just hit 940. If you've been following along with that one. SPAI. SafePro Group projects over 500% year over year Q1 2026 revenue growth, following a U.S. government award for an AI edge processing system. That's SPAI. They are projecting over 500% year over year growth in Q1, following a U.S. government award for an AI edge processing system. IBRX, could we hit $10? X. Well, 8 o'clock, there was a couple of good press releases, nothing that jumped out to me as phenomenal. Nothing that jumped out as like, wow, we need to jump into this stock quickly. VHub is up 55%. This is the one that had these, they introduced the self-diagnosing robotics to maximize uptime across smart stores. That one has managed to climb up. Let's see, it's all over the place though. And I mean all over the place. Very, very volatile. Got that 8 o'clock candle action going here. Looks like IBRX at 944. We might see $10 on this one. IKT inching up. IKT. It's a therapeutics company. Not seeing anything. The one and only Vicky, good morning. Oh, they were supposed to leave yesterday and they're shelter in place now, from what I understand. State Department doesn't want anybody going anywhere. That's too bad. IKT trying. IBRX trying. Be fun to see that hit $10. SPAI is only up about 5%. Not much got thrown out there. VHub up 22%. EHAB 21%. Let's look at IKT. Boom. IKT just boomed up to 258. Might top 260 here in a second. Look at that climb. That's pretty nice. Jaloo. IKT got it from $2.15 to $2.54. Nice little scalp there, Jaloo. Good job. Very good job. IBRX getting pulled down. I hope that reverses. I hope it reverses. They can't. Cartel has the airport at gunpoint. Yeah, it's crazy over there right now. It's pretty nuts. But that's Mexico. I mean, that kind of stuff happens there all the time. Doesn't always make the news, but that kind of stuff happens a lot there. And I always tell everybody stay away from Mexico. It's not, I know everybody thinks those coastal vacation spots are so wonderful to go to. And maybe they were 25 years ago, 30 years ago, but things have changed a lot. And they're not, I wouldn't go there. I wouldn't go there on vacation to save my life. Been there, done that. All right, 8:15. There's nothing, way I've always looked at it, there's nothing in a Mexican, go to Mexico to one of those resorts on the beach that everybody always talks about. There's nothing there that you can't get in Florida. I could find handfuls of resort areas in Florida that are just as nice. Weather's just as nice. No reason. And there's a lot of other really great places to go that's much safer and less expensive. IBRX just popped to 947. I'm hoping this thing pops. I think we could see 10 on this. It's going to take a little bit, but 10 is very doable on this one. Earl, good morning. Wave Life Sciences. I don't see anything popping there. IKT. It's hanging in there. IKT is still holding on. Ezra's holding on too. Ezra's really fighting to get back over 25. It's holding on pretty good. GNPX got a Japanese patent. GNPX. And that Getty, remember Getty? That one's trying to push up as well. That's the one that the Getty and Shutterstock received unconditional antitrust clearance from the U.S. Department of Justice for a proposed merger. It's up about 20, a little over 22%, 23% now. So it's starting to move. IBRX just hit 950. It's coming. Boy, it wants 10, something fierce. Not bad from $8.35. Not a bad climb at all. Getty up 30%. That one might hit a buck yet. It's at 96, 97 cents. That TIRX from earlier this morning, that little 5-penny stock, is now at 9.8, almost at 10 cents. It's up 125% now. 127%. We just hit 10 cents on it. 125%. Instead of Mexico, go here. Getty up 35%. There's that $1 I was talking about. 102 now. Looking for IBRX to break 950. Getty is struggling here at 1. It's fighting to stay over $1. It is struggling. Hit 105. What else we got here? 15, 8. NXL. NXL participates in and commends recent congressional momentum supporting deep brain neurostimulation research for veterans and neurological disorders. Ezra is just having a heck of a time here. Let's take a look at Getty. Getty fighting for that dollar. 102. 103. Come on, it's fighting. Large float on that one. Scans has the float there at 194 million. So it's a sizable float with about 10 million shares shorted on it. IBRX. Boy, once that breaks 950, level 2 is pretty thin up to about 990. Might have some trouble up around 990 if it breaks at 950, but get enough volume on that thing, it's going to go. That'll be exciting to watch. Oh my gosh. Well, I hope everybody had a pretty good weekend. Weather was beautiful here in Central Florida. It was really nice. It was really, really nice. About 85 degrees here on Friday. Saturday was like 89. It was really, really nice. There's IBRX back at 950 again. It needs to break that 950. Getty just broke up again to 107. It's fighting. The float on that one is pretty high. Scans has the float listed on IBRX at 336 million. So it has a really high float. Has 135 million shares shorted on it. So it's got just over a 40% short float percentage. So it's pretty highly shorted. We're at 950 again. Let's break 950 and see if this thing can take a really good solid run, at least to 970 pretty quick. After that, it's going to be a struggle. There's going to be a ton of orders get pushed in there past 950. There's 950 again. Boy, every time it gets to 950, somebody throws an order in there at 949. People are trying to get out here. It's a nice profit made on this one so far. For people that were paying attention to the press release and took advantage of that, they're making some nice profit on it. So you can't blame them for selling up there. Be nice if they'd hold on just a little bit longer, but iPhone, did you do anything fun? No, I just went to the beach. That was about it. Felt good to get out in the sunshine again. Been so cold down here last couple of months. It's nice to have a nice hot day on the weekend. Let's see. Well, we'll give you the 8:30 press releases here on Traveling Trade Adventures, and then we're going to say goodbye. Get back to Zoom. Hopefully, there's something in there we can give you that does something decent. TIRX now up 146%. Almost at 11. 10.8. 10.9. There's 11. 11.2. It's up 155%. How many of you got that this morning? Anybody get some of that this morning when it started moving? Getty is having some troubles here at $1. I don't see anybody commenting about TIRX. I'm hoping. I didn't notice in Discord if anybody was picking that up this morning. TOS won't allow buys on TIRX. Ah, gotcha. Boom. IBRX 958. Finally broke over that 950. How high will it go? I'm guessing about 970 before it really starts having troubles. I hope it doesn't give up here. Come on, retail. Keep buying. Come on, retail. Step in there. Ooh, 41,000 shares for sale at 950. Somebody decided to sell in a big way. Ouch. We had a whale decided to dump a bunch of shares, or they're shorting it. Somebody might be trying to short this at 950. That's very possible. LEGN, Legend Biotech. Getting some movement this morning. Thank you, Rick. Compliance. KWM regains compliance with NASDAQ's minimum market value requirement. KWM. Boy, there was a big whale there that ruined everything. American Rebel Beer Microfloat announces a partnership with Jefferson Distributing to launch American Rebel Light Beer in West Virginia's Eastern Panhandle, expanding distribution across Jefferson, Morgan, and Berkeley counties. ADIL Microfloat highlights FDA policy direction, which may reduce pivotal trial burden. FBIO. Their subsidiary, Cyprium Therapeutics, enters an agreement to sell rare pediatric disease priority review voucher for $205 million. That's on FBIO. Edible, EDBL, Microfloat. Edible Garden reports 2025 sustainability performance through Walmart's Project Gigaton, whatever that is. Supply chain management. Let's see. FBLG granted extension by NASDAQ to regain compliance. It's on FBLG. Rare, RARE, announces FDA acceptance and priority review of their biologics license application. Gene therapy for glycogen storage disease type IA. Dividend. All right. Looks like Getty trying to curl back up again. IBRX having troubles. GNPX not doing anything. RXT pulling back finally. CI coming down. AIDX back down to where it started at 15. So now I'm interested. Let's look at signing day sports. SGN. Still trending up from 7 o'clock. It's still on an upward trend, but it's slow. OTH, FBIO, edible. Didn't look like 8:30 really gave us anything to get excited about. Skill deployment. No. 8:30 really didn't give us anything to get excited about in terms of press releases. Nothing is moving. Yeah, so nothing really. Nothing too exciting here. All right. Well, TIRX that we mentioned earlier, now up 164%. Anybody taking advantage of that? 165% now. This stock was down around 4 pennies and took off this morning in early pre-market. And I know some of you saw it moving on the scanner. I know you did. And it's gone from 4 cents to 12, just a little over 12 cents. It's had a, well, over 160% run. Brian's got it from 8 cents. So it's been a nice one this morning, but all right. I think that's going to be it for this morning on Traveling Trade Adventures. Thank you guys for popping in, hitting the subscribe button. I do appreciate it. Thank you for watching the videos. And I'm going to be heading off Sunday, I think, to a new flea market, OBAI. selected by $300 billion plus global pharmaceutical leader to protect employees. Initial contract establishes new 250,000 annual reoccurring revenue with possible expansion to exceed 1 million. This is on OBAI. It's a agreement with one of the world's 5 largest pharmaceutical companies, an organization with a market capitalization exceeding $300 billion. Doesn't say which one. They're being a little coy about that. They're not saying which one. They're just saying it's one of the top 5. It's on OBAI. Has a 3 million public float, according to scans. So we'll keep an eye on that one and see if it goes up. Looks like Getty is trying to get back to $1. All right. Well, Traveling Trade Adventures, you guys have a beautiful day. We'll see you tomorrow, 7:45 a.m. Eastern Time, tomorrow morning. Thank you for hitting the subscribe button. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a beautiful day.